What's going on, guys? Rolling on 2 back at it again. Today we're gonna have a little chat about how to tell if you're being scammed on Facebook Marketplace when you're going to look to buy a bike. Let's get it. All right, so we're gonna go get a lunch real quick, get a little slice of pizza. Oh, girl, pretty as hell, I'll tell you what. So let's say you're looking to buy a bike and you want to buy used. You're gonna go on Marketplace. What are the main things to look for a scammer? I would probably say, number one, read the description. Some people are gonna be 100% truthful on what they're offering and what they're selling. Some people are gonna be very vague. They're not gonna tell you what it is, what's going on. They'll just act like they don't know what's going on with the bike. And it's funny though, because one of the main things that how you could pretty much tell if someone's being honest is ask them how long they had the bike for, and if they're saying it's got issues and they don't know anything about bikes, or they don't know what's going on with the bike and the issues it has, that right there is a red flag. Because if you bought a bike and let's say it has a ton of problems, you're probably going to go through the trouble of trying to get it fixed before you go to resell it again and maybe take a loss on it. So main thing you want to do is you want to kind of don't harass the guy, but make sure you probe him a little bit. Make sure you ask him the right questions. Hey, when did you buy the bike? Can I see a picture of the title? Things like that, because if they transfer in their name, 9 times out of 10 it's going to have a date on there that'll tell you when they purchased it and how long they've had it. And a lot of these people, what they'll do is they'll just go on there, and instead of just being honest and saying, hey, I bought this bike, it turned out to be a lemon, I'm looking to sell it and make my money back on it, here's what I'm offering, they'll just go and they'll act oblivious to the fact, you know, that the bike's good, it's got no issues. I mean, I went to go look at a bike with for my boy, my boy Juan, not too long ago, and on the description and on the pictures, it looked great. When I got to the dude's house, you could tell that the bike had been sitting for a while. It wasn't well taken care of. And it's like, it made me drive 30 minutes to go look at a bike that is in bad condition. And I hate that to take out of my time, move my schedule, do whatever, not to do it a favor for my friend, but for the guy to obviously lie about the conditions of the bike. It is very crucial that when you go to buy a bike, a used bike, and you're buying it off a marketplace, you want to go with someone that knows what they're doing. Never, number one rule, never, ever, and get something out of this video, ever go to look at a motorcycle at nighttime. That right there is a big no-no. Never go to look at a bike at nighttime. Big no-no. Second of all, make sure that what you want to invest into the bike is not also what you're gonna have to invest into it. Like if you bought a bike for $3,500 and it needs parts, you don't want to spend another $1,000, $1,500 before you can ride it. You know what I mean? So make sure that the bike is in great condition or in good enough condition where you just have to do the minor maintenance to it and get it out on the road. I mean, guys, at the end of the day, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna make mistakes. Thank God I've never bought a motorcycle that had major issues, or if I bought a bike like the CBR that my friend laid it down and eventually became friends with the guy that sold it to me, I ended up fixing it, and I knew what I had to do to get it fixed. I knew what it was going to take. I did my research. I knew what the parts were going to be. But make sure if you are going to buy a project bike that you know exactly what you're paying and what you're getting into. I hate for you to get a motorcycle and then having major problems, major issues with it, and then you being unhappy and not even getting into riding for the simple fact that you made a mistake purchasing your first motorcycle. Another thing is too that there are a lot of scammers out there, so make sure you vet people. Make sure you ask them tons of questions before you even get in your car to go drive down the road to go look at a bike. You don't want to drive an hour and a half to go look at a motorcycle and then the motorcycle not even be good, or the guy not even be there, just turn out to be just a scammer. Things like that. Sometimes I'll see like women will post a motorcycle and you know, they'll put like a little bit of information about it, and it's very vague and you don't even know if it's a real post or if it's a real person. A lot of times I won't even hit those people up. Or when it's like a stupid low value, like, you know, 2015 Gixxer 750, 3,000 bucks. Like, that's probably gonna be a little, unless somebody's in need of money and dire money, that's probably gonna be a suspicious activity type of deal. So yeah, like when I bought this motorcycle, I bought it for my friend. I knew I had to put tires, chain, and sprocket kit on it. I knew I was gonna have to bring it up to date, so I was able to negotiate with her to get a good enough deal where I could put the money into it and not feel like I lost out on it, you know? Like, I knew it had a little quirks here and there that I had to fix, but you know, the bike was lowered. It was for her. She had to lower it because, you know, she couldn't touch the ground, things like that. I had to get a new kickstand, I had to get chain, I had to get new tires, stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be maintenance, but it's not gonna cost you thousands of dollars to get your bike up to date. And also, guys, don't ever send money to make a deposit, to hold the bike, none of that. The only way I would make a deposit is if I got like the title of the bike and the bike or something like that, and then we can finish the deal out later. I would never ever send money to someone I don't know to possibly hold a motorcycle for me. That doesn't even exist in this world, you know. And it's very easy for somebody to create a fake page, you know, scam you and disappear the next day nowadays. We're in 2025, guys. Come on, you got to get with it. And like I said, at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you're gonna do with buying a motorcycle, but you want to make sure that you're getting a good enough deal and you're not getting taken advantage of when you're making your motorcycle deal and you're buying a project bike or a bike to fix up the ride. So make sure you do your due diligence. I feel like there's a lot of misconception out there on what it is to go buy a motorcycle, look at a motorcycle, and the things that are needed to get a motorcycle that's in good enough condition for you to ride, or even safe enough for you to ride. So comment down below if you think that these things make sense to you guys. Do you think going to look at bikes on Marketplace is a bad idea? Do you think taking cash is a bad idea? That's another thing. Don't ever take cash and go by yourself in the middle of the night to go buy a bike. You might get robbed, you know, things like that. Comment down below your experiences, what you've been through. I've been through some absolutely horrible, never got robbed or anything like that, but just like absolutely waste of time to go look at bikes or cars to buy when people lie on their posts and they're very vague about it. So I learned my lesson the hard way, and that's why I made this video. I wanted to make this video for you guys to, you know, kind of talk about and share your experiences and what to do and not to do when it comes to buying a bike online off a Marketplace, OfferUp, things like that. So yeah, guys, this is a short video for you guys today. Make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it. Rolling on 2, out of here, baby. Super Bowl Sunday. Let's go. I don't even watch football, but let's go.